Hello and welcome to TTV News broadcasts on TayNinhTV newspaper and radio television with some latest event in the province and across the country. Ladies and gentlemen, on the morning of August 24, member of the Provincial Party Standing Committee and Vice Chairman of the Provincial People's Committee, Nguyễn Hồng Thanh, attended an award scholarship to disadvantaged students in Phước Vinh and Bến Cầu, Khmer. This activity is part of the 5th Petroleum Station Accompanied Student to School program in 2025, organized by Petroleum Station.
The program awarded 200 scholarships along with 200 school bags with a total value of 350 million Vietnam dong to students. The funding for the program was sourced from the social welfare purchase of the petroleum station. As speaking at the event, Mr. Nguyễn Hồng Thanh expressed sincere thanks to the petroleum station for its years of support and companionship with the province in the development of education. He also requested that Phước Vinh and Bến Cầu communes continue to prepare favorable conditions and create a supportive learning environment for the students and pupils. The Vice Chairman also encouraged all the students, especially those receiving scholarships, to keep striving in their studies and personal development to become good students and wealthy future citizens following uncle's teachings.
According to the RAP Public Investment Capital Plan for 2026, the Ninh province has identified a total capital sources of over 32,500 billion Vietnamese đồng, ensuring reachable on location and prioritizing key infrastructure projects to create breakthrough in socio-economic development in the new period.
According to the RAPs, the total planned state budget capital for 2026 includes both local and central budget funds. Of this, local budget capital is projected at over 16,971 billion Vietnam dong, mostly sourced from land use revenue and lottery process. Central budget capital amounts to over 15,549 billion Vietnam dong, of which 13 billion Vietnam dong will be allocated to the Ring Road 4 project, Ho Chi Minh City Section Road. The remaining funds will be used for other key infrastructure projects such as Gò Dầu Samad Expressway, Provincial Road 807E, Đức Hoa Strategic Corridor, Tân An Bình Hiệp Road, and infrastructure development in the Mộc Bài Portuguese economic zone. In addition, the province will allocate over 693 billion Vietnam dong to implement for national target programs, including new rural development, sustainable poverty reduction, ethnic minority area development, and cultural development. Capital allocation will follow a prioritized order, settling outstanding debts, reimbursing advance funds, ensuring funding for ongoing projects, and only then considering new project starts.
With a total investment of 274 billion Vietnam dong at nearly 360 days of construction, the Tân Nam International Border Gate project located in Tân Lập Commune of Tân Ninh province has been urgently accelerated and expected to be completed by August 30th, ensuring the planned schedule. The project began in late October 2024 and is managed by the Tân Ninh Provincial Construction Investment Project Management Board. To speed up construction progress, the investor has mobilized more than 380 workers and is implementing a two-step work schedule from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. and from 7 p.m. to the 3 a.m. the next day. As of now, the key components such as the National Gate, main traffic access, joint control station and square, ceremonial yacht, technical infrastructure systems, electricity, water and fire prevention system have been completed at 90 to 95% of their workload. The border guard control station, which includes several structures, most notably the headquarters building, has reached for 92% of its contractor workload, and the process design, architectural style, color schemes and main construction materials were also chosen with the goal of ensuring solemnity, symbolic and national identity, while harmonizing with the landscape and the scale investment.
Ladies and gentlemen, today's young generation were born and raised in a time of peace. Yes, the love for the homeland and nation continues to grow ever deeper, ingrained in the heart and constantly nature, with periods of dynamism, creativity, and responsibility. TayNinhTV youth are trying to study, work, and contribute playing an active role in building a prosperous, civilized homeland.
In recent years, TayNinhTV youth have consistently demonstrated their volunteer spirit through the meaningful initiatives and activities closely aligned with local needs, especially at the grassroots level. Youth volunteer forces have shown leadership and accountability in supporting communities and local governments to successfully implement the political, economic, cultural, and social tasks. These contributions have left a strong impression, affirming the role of young people in its locality's development journey. In recent years, TayNinhTV youth have carried out many initiatives to contribute to economic development, community service, and social welfare, such as the Border March, the Youth Month, and the Summer Volunteer campaigns. And since the beginning of summer, the Provincial Youth Union has helped localities build over 10 rural bridges and worked on improving both urban and rural landscapes through the bright, green, clean, beautiful road initiatives. And one of the current highlights of the province youth movement is their participation in implementing the two-level local government model and organizing activities to celebrate the party conference on all levels and leading up to the 14th National Conference of the Communist Party of Vietnam. In July, the big part of the 2025 Summer Volunteer Youth Campaign, the Provincial Youth Union launched many impactful programs and projects. All 96 communes and wards established youth volunteer teams ready to support the implementation of the two-level government model and provide public services directly at the grassroots level, helping promote digital transformation and administrative reform. And notably, nearly 330 volunteers participated this summer, including 130 students from universities and colleges, effectively supporting more than 1,009 residents in the border areas. We have organized many activities to educate young people on revolutionary traditions, and these programs have formed the youth's love for their homeland and also have ignited the national pride, promote the revolutionary values, and strengthen the unity spirit among the youth union members in this new era. And through these meaningful activities, the younger generation gains a deeper understanding for the value of independence and freedom and becomes more grateful for the sacrifices of the past generations and foster a desire to study, grow, and contribute to the development of the nation. And to commemorate the Arcas Revolution and the National Day on September 2nd, the Provincial Youth Union has organized many activities, including the I Love My Country journey, consisting of the 3 stages. The first stage, called Gratitude Journey, Youth in Gratitude, was successfully held in July. The second stage, titled Epic for the Nation, Aspiration for the Homeland, will take place young people to historic sites where they will sing the national anthem and form the image of the national flag or take photos with it to spread the national pride and love. In addition, various youth union levels are carrying out online educational campaigns for the youth union members. Proud to follow in the footsteps of their forefathers, TayNinhTV youth are determined to continue writing the story of peace, devoting their youthful energy to building a more prosperous and thriving nation.
With the goal of bringing policy rights closer to the people in recent times, the transaction officers of the Bank for Social Policies in TayNinhTV province have consistently maintained effective transaction points at the grassroots level, contributing significantly to poverty reduction and local socio-economic development. Following the recent merger, the transaction officers of the Bank for Social Policies in the province continue to maintain commune-level transaction points as before. This effort aims to ensure that policy-related activities are not disrupted, allowing people, especially policy beneficiaries, to access free for rental loans conveniently and promptly. Bringing banking services directly to the grassroots and maintaining over 5,300 savings and loan drops not only help people save time and travel costs, but also enhances the efficiency of capital management and usage. This continues to affirm the role of the Bank for Social Policies in the mission of sustainable poverty reduction and new rural construction.
And according to official reports, the province's total retail sales and consumer service revenue in the first 7 months of 2025 has estimated at 141.8 trillion Vietnam dong and up to 15% year-on-year. Accommodation and food service recorded positive growth, reaching about 15.65 trillion Vietnam dong, a 14% increase, and this growth was especially notable in the areas with the tourist attractions and industrial zones, as domestic business and international travel gradually stabilized. Other sectors like retail, travel services, and miscellaneous consumer services also contributed to the overall growth, reflecting the continued recovery in consumer demand. Revenues in hospitality and dining are expected to rise further in the year-end festive and travel season and boosting the province's overall consumption.
Turn to other news. Ladies and gentlemen, nearly 2 months after the implementations of the two-level local government model, localities across TayNinhTV province have made strong efforts to effectively handle administrative procedures, aiming to build a modern, flexible, and citizen and business-friendly public administration system.
The province has fully implemented a unified administrative procedure system at the Provincial Public Administration Service Center and extended it to 100% of commune and ward-level people's committees, following administrative restructuring and the two-level local government model. Despite initial challenges, localities have gradually improved efficiency and ensure smooth processing. To strengthen connectivity and improve service delivery for citizens and businesses, all provincial departments and localities have adopted a dedicated data transmission network, which continues to be upgraded. With proactive coordination, administrative procedures are increasingly streamlined, reducing costs and saving time for users.
Ladies and gentlemen, in Quảng Trị province, the border guard forces help plan and call for boats to return to shore to seek shelter, while assigning personnel to be on duty at multiple points with the highest level of storm preparedness.
As of now, about 1,200 boats have safely taken shelter, and more than 100 other boats are heading to the shelter at Đồng Hới Harbor. Quảng Trị Border Guard Command has also deployed 1,000 officers and soldiers equipped and ready to be mobilized when storm number 5 makes landfall. At 7 a.m. on the morning of August 24, the province issued a sleeping order. We have currently dispatched 4 task forces directly to the Nuclear River and Anchorage areas, visiting each boat to urge boat owners to seek shelter in safe areas. For those boat owners or operators who hesitate or are subjective, we firmly require and escort them into shelter areas. For units and areas along the coastal border, we have directed local units and families to call boats operating at sea to return quickly to shore. For units along the mountainous border, we have closely coordinated with local authorities to review on spots at risk of flooding or landslide and have solutions and measures to evacuate people to safe locations. Quảng Trị province has also established 4 special task forces to inspect critical reservoirs and dams, develop contingency plans for emergencies, and has instructed localities to harvest rice and crops during the 24-hour golden period before the storm lands.
Thanks to favorable weather conditions and farmers' proactive adoption for the modern aquaculture techniques and effective disease control, the stream productivity in the first 7 months of this year has seen a significant increase. According to statistics, the total stream farming area reached 4,440 hectares during the past 7 months, and of this, more than 3,500 hectares have been harvested, within average yield of 4 tons per hectare. Specifically, TayNinhTV province stream production reached nearly 14,000 tons, while this figure accounts not only about 54% of the annual target, it represents an increase of over 80% compared to the same period last year. And to achieve the full year production target, the Tainin's agricultural sector is continuing to encourage the farmers to expand their farming areas in a sustainable manner, apply high-tech solutions, and ensure environmental safety. Stream output is expected to continue rising in the coming months, contributing to stable incomes for the farmers and promoting the local agricultural economic development.
Jingtan Community and Province is actually restructuring its crops and livestock system to improve agricultural productivity in a sustainable direction. The locality is also focusing on applying scientific and technological advancements to increase crop yields, improve product quality, and raise farmers' incomes. Currently, the commune's average annual fruit output is 116,000 tons. Around 300 hectares of farmland have been converted to other crops. Jingtan is home to two cooperatives and 9 active production crops operating stably. In the coming time, the commune will continue to implement high-tech agriculture programs in line with the Mekong Delta's 1 million hectare high-quality rice development project. Key focus areas include production zoning, digital transformation, development of outcome models, and promotion of key local products. At the same time, the commune aims to accumulate its lake and electric pumping station system to support efficient production and better adapt to climate change.
Dear audience, following the release of 2025 University Admission Score, University of Tainan Province have been actually preparing facilities, personnel, and training programs to welcome new students for the upcoming academic year.
At Long An branch of Ho Chi Minh City University of Education, nearly 500 admission slots have been allocated this year. Preparations for 51st course are underway across all departments. The school has operated classroom, computer labs, internet infrastructure, and student management systems. All student support services are being organized efficiently to ensure that enrollment procedures are quick and secure. This year, enrollment is being conducted through a hybrid model, both online and in person. Students can submit their documents and pay tuition online from August 25th to September 3rd, and are expected to visit the campus on September 6th for health checks and final enrollment steps. A key innovation is the digital transformation process. Students now register entirely online via the university admission system and no longer need to submit paper documents. Students are provided with a personal account to upload all necessary files. At Long An University of Economics and Industry, preparations for the new academic year are also in full swing. The university has set up dedicated teams to guide new students through the enrollment process and has made further investments in teaching facilities and equipment. This year, the information technology major has attracted a high number of applications, reflecting the strong demand for talent in this field. The university is also planning to expand its training scale in the near future, creating more learning opportunities for students in the region. We've made arrangements to open a second campus, which will initially host first-year classes for a few departments. In later years, students will return to the main campus for their studies. The university is striving to meet the expectations of students, parents, and society at large. Thanks to the thorough preparation by local university, the enrollment process for new students in Tainan this year is expected to take place smoothly, safely, and effectively. This will serve as a solid foundation for universities to further improve training quality, expand enrollment, and meet the increasing demand for skilled human resources in the province.
And today, TTV News wraps up now. Thank you for your attention and see you in the next program.